My objective in life was actually to be a professional boxer. How I got in the field of medicine, I had a very good mentor that told me that I did have some brains and there's no sense in getting them knocked out, so I followed his advice. As a scrub technician, you'd hand instruments to the surgeon, so you saw what worked and what didn't work. And the one operation that didn't work was removing blood clots. And Dr. Cranley said, "Tom, make us something better to get these blood clots out." And it was that simple, and so I did that.
To put the discovery of the balloon catheter in perspective, we now have many examples of minimally invasive surgery, of big surgical procedures that have been simplified, made easier for the patients, made quicker, recovery times better. The balloon was the first one of these. It was a turning point that took a huge vascular procedure and converted it into a catheter-based procedure. It was the start of a major revolution in medicine.
Well, Tom is a very unique individual. He is an inventive genius. He sees things that others don't, and he can solve complex problems with very simple and elegant solutions in practical ways that make patient care better.
Tom Fogarty is common sense on steroids. I mean, he just has so much of it relative to so many people. He has this ability where you're sitting around talking about a project to make a comment or ask a question that once it's asked or stated seems so basic and so obvious. It's just that nobody else in the room had thought of it.
He also has a lot of what I'd call stick-to-itiveness. He'll stick to an idea, keep working on it, and work past failure. And so he's not looking for immediate gratification. He's willing to stick with an idea and a technology and see it through, which has ultimately, I think, led to a number of his successes.
One of the interesting turns I think he's taking now is he is really focusing on mentoring. He has created a couple of platforms working with us in biodesign, the new Fogarty Institute, where he is really going to impact a lot of young lives and leverage his impact that way. He's a phenomenal mentor. I benefited from this myself.
I think you can go to anybody at any age level in the medical device industry, especially in the cardiovascular branch of the medical device industry, and they can be in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and most of them have probably at some point had some contact with Tom.
He is a top inventor. He's in the National Inventors Hall of Fame. That's a more exclusive organization than you know, the football or baseball halls of fame. I mean, in history, this is, you know, Thomas Edison and the Wright brothers were talking about that kind of caliber. And this is someone who has a day job of being a doctor and doing vascular medicine and vascular science. It's a phenomenal combination, and that's a spectacular peak of the Pantheon, I would say, of accomplishments.
I have a winery, and people say that's another interest, but it isn't. Wine is really a health food. It's not an alcoholic beverage in a true sense of the word. So I'm engaged in preventive medicine.